everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Kat, and for today, you can guess what finally came in the mail. It's the Mikayla collab with GlamLite, and I am super duper excited for this. This is like already just the cutest packaging. You've got like these silver crystal thingies that are in there. It's like one of those little sand things, and it's the cutest thing. I absolutely love it. I did order the entire collection, but I guess that it was like a pre-order type deal, which I wasn't really aware of as I was getting it. And so the rest of the stuff probably is not going to arrive for a hot minute. But I did think it was really, really nice. They actually like included a card along with my package letting me know, hey, the rest of my stuff probably won't arrive until like August-ish maybe. And then they included a little s'more face palette as like a sorry, which I thought was really nice because they totes didn't have to do that. Like that was my bad for not understanding. And so I thought that was really, really nice. And so I'm actually going to include this in an upcoming giveaway. So I'm going to leave that in the packaging. But we do have the palette at least. But the collection does also include lip gloss, highlighter, false eyelashes. So just all kinds of things that are extras that are going to be in there that will be coming. And as soon as they arrive, I will show you guys what they are. But for today, we do have the palette. And let me show you this color story. It's so pretty. I can't even handle it. I mean, so like I would say that the top two lines are primarily neutral shades, and then the bottom three are like all of your super duper bright colors. And I think the thing that like got me was the yellow that's down here and then the purples around it. For whatever reason, that color story to me was just like, and like yellows and purples don't typically go together, so I was like, I don't know why that was so appealing to me. But there are also just a few metallic shades in here where I'm like really excited to at least swatch them, if not also use them in the eye look today. And so yeah, I am very, very excited about this, and I am having like a really hard time trying to figure out what colors to use because they are all super duper pretty. So we're definitely gonna swatch everything, and then we are also going to do an eye look. And before we do that real quick, I did want to do my lips, and I ordered a bundle because of course I did. And this bundle includes 6 lip glosses in all of these flavors. You have donut, caramel, hot chocolate, s'mores, cinnamon, and pecan pie. And the pecan pie one is also going to go into an upcoming giveaway because I already have that particular flavor because the lovely debutante gifted that to me a little bit ago. And so I already have that one, which is actually what caused me to buy this bundle. Was I was like, that thing smelled so good. I was like, I need more. And so you guys, one of you lucky folk, will be able to win that in an upcoming giveaway. So I'm very excited about that. But I do want to throw on one of these lip products. So let's take a look real quick at what those other 5 shades are, and then we will determine which one we want to wear. All right, so these are the 5 shades that we have available. So this is the donut shade, which to me is probably the one I'm going to end up going with for today because it's like a light pink with some goldy speckles in there. Then we have 2 cream ones. This one is the caramel one, which is like a lighter neutral, and then this is more of a slightly more brownish neutral, and that's the hot chocolate shade. Then these two also have some goldish bespecklements. Actually, this one has goldish, and this one has actually like some pink layered in with the red. And so this one is the s'mores shade, and this one is the cinnamon roll shade. So if I feel like going more vampy, I think the cinnamon roll shade would be pretty good. I am going to give a quick whiff to all of these though, because I need to know what they smell like. So this is the s'mores one. Okay, very heavy chocolate smell. That is delicious. Then this guy is the cinnamon roll one. Actually smells a lot like butter, interestingly enough. Like melted butter. Then we have the hot chocolate one. Also smells very heavily like chocolate. Then the caramel frappuccino one. That definitely smells like, definitely has more of a coffee scent to it, but like a light. I would say rather than the caramel coming out more. It's more of the Frappuccino side that I'm getting on that one. And then the donut one. It just smells like sugar. All right, so I'm gonna throw the donut shade on real quick just to see how it does. All right, that actually has like a really nice, more on the light side of glosses. It's not thick or anything like that, just a very nice light gloss. Slight tack to it, but not anything that's like too uncomfortable. So I really like that. It did also, in addition to having like a little bit of the gold sparkle on there, it did ever so slightly deepen the shade of my lips, and so that was kind of nice that it gave a little bit of color to it. So this will be a perfect chance for us to see how it wears throughout the rest of the video, because if it's still there at the end, we know it has a good wear since I have a tendency to be super chatty during these videos. Let's go ahead and swatch before we get into the eye look, because I need to swatch these. They look so pretty. So we're gonna start off with the neutral shades. So first up we have Harley, which is a very neutral. Oh yeah. That like pretty much blends into my skin. You can barely see a line there. Then we have How You Doin', which that is probably a really good transition shade for me. That's pretty much the perfect tone, I would say. It's nice and cool tone. These first two are definitely more on the cool tone neutral side. Then we have Gemini, which looks like it's a little more warm toned. Yeah. And then the first metallic is What's Poppin', and it's a gold. Ooh, okay. That is very pretty. Not too crazy. It's definitely not a foil, but just a really nice metallic. Also not super duper sheer. Really good. Looks like it would probably be very nice and easy to blend out with the level of thickness of the formula. Then we have Hot Cocoa, which is another warm toned neutral. And then Willow, which is a deeper, not quite, like, yeah, definitely more on the like plumish, eggplanty undertones, not so much of a brown, definitely more on the eggplant side. And then our next metallic is going to be Glow Up, which is a very pretty pink with like gold speckles in it. This one is a little bit more sheer, but I would imagine would be beautiful as a topper and still be very blendable. Then we have Simba, which is another matte shade, but more on the like the peachy tones. And that is super pigmented for that shade, like good corally peach. I like it. All right, next up is going to be another metallic. This is Accent. Very nice. Okay, this shade is, I would say, like, if you took like this metallic and this one and they made a baby, it would be this shade. Because it's got like a lot of the nice goldish sparkles with a little bit of the pinkish peachy tones, but it's a little thicker like this gold one. So I think, yeah, if you took those two and put them together, you'd get this one. And then the next matte shade is going to be Buffalo Chicken. All right. A little bit more on the orangey tones rather than the coral that you get with that one. All right. These next two metallics were looking real good to me in the palette, so I am super duper excited about them. First one is Manifest. Oh, it looks more purple than I was expecting. Oh man. Okay, so in the palette, this shade looks very silver-ish, but I could tell that there was an undertone of something. I just couldn't tell if it was more like gunmetal or navy. It's got a very nice purple undertone. That is such a pretty shade. Oh my god. Okay. Then we have Cookie. Oh, very nice. Okay. This is a very nice, like, more on the, like, grungy, metallic-y, bronzy shade. Very nice. That would go super duper cool with like a couple of the other more grungy, limey, greenish yellow tones that we have towards the bottom, because this is also more grungy, and so I think that that would be a cool color combo. All right, now we're getting into the more colorful rose, which these two I feel like we're already touching into that. First up is a hot pink Iconic. Okay. Definitely like more on the like Barbie side of the house for pinks, but very, very pretty. And then we have Simping, which is also a pink metallic. Okay, she's pretty. Also, again, a little more sheer, similar to this guy up top here, but very, very pretty. It's definitely a very nice pink, and it looks like a little bit of the sparkles on there are more on the silver tones, so it is making this pink come across a bit more cool toned rather than like a hot pink type tone. All right, next metallic is going to be Immaculate, which looks like a nice light purple. Yep, very nice. I would say similar with the amount of like sheerness to this guy, but both again look like they would be very nice and blendable. And then we have a matte shade MJ, which looks like just a really pretty, yep, light pastel pink or purple. Jeez, I can say colors. Let me go over that one a little again. I don't think I got very much. There we go. That's more of the normal amount of swatching. All right, very nice. Also more of a cool toned pastel purple. Then we have a deeper purple metallic, which also kind of looks almost like it could be more of a satin, which is New Beige. Okay, that's a very nice purple. And yeah, that definitely comes across more as a satin shade rather than a metallic, but still very, very pretty. And then we have this next one. Again, is one of those silvery tones where I'm like, it looks awful pretty in the pan. And this is Nas. Oh, look at that. Oh my gosh. Okay. So that again has a little bit of like some purplish silver undertones to it. That is a super shiny, super pretty shade. Oh my gosh. Okay, next up are some greens. We know how this is gonna go. All right, the best color is this one. I swear to God, that's the name. It's a very nice kind of mint green shade. Definitely pastel mint. And then we have Bonehead and this shade. Look at it, it's such a good green metallic. Oh my God, I love that. Oh, it's so pretty, and it's got some slightly gold sparkles in there. I love it! Okay. Then we have two more metallics, and these feel a little bit thicker than some of the others did in the palette. First up is Stunnin', which is a nice grungy yellowish green. Oh yeah. See what I mean? That's a nice grungy green. So that's what I'm talking about, like that grungy green along with like that brown. You see it. That would look good. All right, then we have a Portagee, which is a really nice deeper purple metallic. Oh, she is thick. Okay, that is nice. That's a lovely shade. Has some really pretty sparkles in there. Very nice metallic. Oh yeah. Then we have two matte shades. First up is a Purple Matte Pot 2. Nice. Let's see how it differs from the others. Okay, it looks like it's a slightly deeper tone than this guy, which was that satin shade, and so it is a different formula, but the colors are pretty similar. I just think this one's slightly deeper. Then we have Rhodey, which is a nice matte sky blue. Very pretty shade. And then we come to probably what's gonna be my favorite shade in this whole palette. Although I gotta say, like, Manifest and Nas are pretty nice, and this garden, I can't decide. You know what? I take it all back. I have no idea. All right, it's a good mermaid blue. Oh man. Okay, this is the shade Audrey. Oh, it is such a gorgeous teal blue shade. Oh my goodness, that is gorgeous. Oh, so pretty. Okay, then we have Freetown, which is a darker teal blue matte shade. Yeah. Oh man, these three shades right here already, you could create a look just with that. That would be gorgeous. All right, next up we have two more yellowish greeny tones. The first one is gonna be Loop. It's a matte, grungy, limey green shade. And then we have Handy, which is just a bright yellow matte shade. Oh yeah, that is a yellow yellow. Not even like a pastel yellow, that's just yellow. Sunshiny yellow. Last two shades, we have a more warm tone, deeper plummy shade, which is Frisky. Yeah, definitely on the warm side. And then we have Mass Hole, which is a really nice, just straight blue. Yes. Very pretty. Let me get a little bit better on that one. I feel like I kind of smudged it in the middle. I do have some lotion on, so I'm kind of, sorry. It's, again, because it's hot out, I have sunscreen, so it's probably affecting it a little bit, which is why they're coming off a little smudgy. But that's a very pretty blue. So this is the entirety. God, so many. So many shades. But this is all of it, and it is beautiful. So now I have to try and figure out what I want to do, because there's so many nice shades. Okay. All right, so we're gonna create kind of a rainbowish look, I think. So we are going to do pink to purple to blue on top, and then we'll have yellow to green on the bottom. So it's just gonna be a whole lot of colors, and I'm excited. All right, so let's go ahead and start off with the pinkish on the inner eye. Okay, so we're starting off with the shade Iconic, which is that nice bright pink. It's definitely starting off decently pigmented, and it's definitely not patchy by any means. It is super duper nice. Yeah, that is just a really nice solid coating on there. Oh yeah, that that is pigmented for a pink. I like it a lot. All right, so now we're gonna go into the shade. Do we want to go with the more cool tone, or I think we're gonna go with the more warm toned one, because I think MJ, as pretty of a purple as it is, it's a little more cool toned than I would like. And so we're gonna go into pot 2 instead, which is the more warm toned of the two, because I think that'll blend with the pink a little better, but still transition nicely into Mass Hole, which is that really nice blue shade for the outside. So we're gonna do that first. All right, just right off the bat, those shades are blending really, really nicely together. And so that's great, considering that the purple was definitely significantly darker than the pink shade. And so that's really nice that I didn't lose a whole lot of that pink as I was blending the two together. So I think that it was definitely the correct choice to go with the more warm toned of the two purples. All right, so this is how we're looking so far. And these shades are like super duper pigmented. I really like that. And of course, I always have a tendency to go a little bit crazy. You have to trust the process with me, because they start off super messy. I will say, like, the slightest bit of fallout so far, but like hardly anything. It's like 2 specks and that's it. So now for the back corner, we're gonna go into Mass Hole, which is the really nice blue, and so I am very interested to see how that's gonna go. Okay, I'm just gonna toss out there, I am normally someone that has like 0 patience when it comes to blending. This has been like the easiest blend for me, so I really enjoy this. Oh my god. It's like a sunset eye right now and I love it. Okay. Oh man, honestly, like I would already be okay with just leaving this as a matte eye, because this is so pretty. Like I wouldn't even need to go into any metallics. I love it already, but we will. But I'm gonna do the under eye first. So we're gonna be using some yellows and greens for that. So we're gonna start off with the super bright yellow shade that is handy right here. Also, don't mind the fact that it's coming across slightly more orange. That's because I had pulled the pink down a little too far, so obviously yellow with pink is gonna make orange. All right, next we're gonna go into Loop, which is more of that like really nice olivey green tone. Okay, so now we're gonna get into the metallics. First metallic up that we're gonna use is gonna be Simping, which is that really cute pink that we have. All right, so I will say that for the metallics, if you want good coverage, you would want to use definitely a very dense packing brush, and it does take a little bit of working it around, at least for the pink shade, which makes sense because again, it was a pretty sheer shade, so you're gonna want to really get into there. And since it is a softer formula, they don't like getting onto the brushes very easily. But I mean, I've come across that with other companies. Like, it's almost reminiscent of like Copacetic Cosmetics with their flakies, how you have to kind of work them around a little bit to get it on the brush. I think we're actually going to use New Beige because I think that's slightly deeper of a tone, and I want to kind of stick with the color story that I have on here. I think for the back end, we're gonna go into Audrey, which is this really nice mermaidy blue. And even though it's not like as blue as the Masshole shade, there isn't like just a definitive navy shade in the palette. So Audrey is the closest one to that, which kind of makes me sad that I didn't use Freetown because that would have been a really good one to go underneath. But I have a feeling it's gonna be fine. It'll go well either way. No regrets on that whatsoever. Oh my goodness. The layers to this look right now. Yeah, I can also say that the fallout on here has been like almost non-existent, and I have been using like almost solely packing brushes for this. So it is really nice that I'm not having, like even with the blues, not really having to do much of any cleanup at all. And so that's great. Now we're gonna really go in hard with these metallics on the under eye because I want this look to be crazy colorful. So first we're gonna go into Stunning, which is on this arm, the really nice shiny olivey yellowish tone. And then we're gonna go with the green after that. She is packing on, oh, she is packing on like a dream. Yes, okay. Now we're gonna go into Bonehead, which is that green shade. I love the color, it's so colorful, oh my god. It's like a unicorn threw up on my face and I'm okay with it. All right, I do want to do something on the inner corner, and I have a feeling I want to go in with NAS just to see what that does. Oh, it's perfect. It's perfect! Okay, I am going to tightline real quick and throw mascara on, and then we'll be back. Oh man, I am already loving this. I mean, all right, and we're done with the final look, and so I'm gonna come in close for you guys to see all of the different shades, and just ignore the redness on my left eye. I totally stabbed myself with the mascara. Happens to the best of us, so just ignore that. But here are all of the shades, and oh my goodness, it is absolutely all of the rainbow dreams that I could possibly have. I really, really like it, and I mean, it is super duper pigmented, the whole thing. I mean, and for how pigmented it is, it blended super duper easy. Like, I feel like all of the shades flowed together really, really nicely. Yeah, I love it. It's so, so pretty. I can't even handle it. But let me know what you guys think. I would really like to know what you think of all of the looks, the swatches. Have any of you guys picked up the palette yet? And if so, what did you guys think of it? Did it work for you? Did it work for me? What were your favorite shades? I do really, really like that she included a whole bunch of neutrals along with just all of the colors. So it really is a palette just for absolutely everybody. And I will say that, like, if you are someone that is wanting to dip your toe in color, these colors worked so, so easily for me. I mean, get a good packing brush and just stipple it on there and you're done. I mean, it took like 2 seconds for me to blend this out. So for someone like me, that's awesome because I hate having to take a while to blend. So I really, really enjoyed it, and I would love to know what you guys think. Give me a thumbs up if you liked the video, thumbs down if you did not. Either way, let me know. I want to know your thoughts. I can't wait for the rest of the collection to get here. I am not gonna lie, I was a little bummed that I didn't get all of it at once, but I am glad that they sent ahead at least the palette, because I was gonna cry if I had to wait until August to get the palette along with everything else. So I'm so happy that they at least sent that over. But if you made it to the end of the video and you have not yet subscribed, I would love it if you could subscribe my way. Come join my family here on YouTube. We talk about indie brands, colorful makeup, all the things. Come join us in the discussions. We have tons and tons of talks on makeup and what everyone's loving, what we're not loving, all of it. So just feel free to come and join us. And other than that, you guys just go have a good one.